Hi guys, welcome to another video where we share with you our weekly analysis. I'm Kayong from Alpha Play. For those who have been following us for some time, I'd like to thank you for the support. And for those who are new, alright, basically what we do in this kind of video is to share with you some of our analysis, some of our thought process. Hopefully through this sharing, you'll be able to pick up some of our methodologies and insights, alright, moving forward. These videos are not meant to be more of like a signals kind of sharing, but the intention of this video is to really share with you our perspective, and hopefully, through these videos on a weekly basis, you'll be able to understand some of the skills as well as the perspective that we view the market itself. Right, so if you are new, do subscribe to our channel so that every time when we release a video, you'll be notified. And for those who prefer to receive some form of email updates, do subscribe to our mailing list as well. Alright, so the first thing we'd like to do is to, of course, look into last week. What are some of the events that took place? Basically, for last week itself, if you just scroll through this weekly calendar, you can see that most of the economic data that is being released last week was better than expected. Alright, so the actual data release is performing much better than the estimates itself. Alright, so if you look at the first one, alright, which is the key over here, you can look at New Zealand, alright, GDP price index, employment change PPI, as well as unemployment rate. All of them came in better than expected, alright, and as well as the UK side of data, alright. If you look at CPI from pound, it came in 0.6, better than the expected of 0.5. Even PPI input and RPI came in better than expected. Alright, even for Clement count change, came in way better than the estimates, alright, coming in at negative 8.6 thousand compared to 5.2k. Alright, and of course, the Aussie has a surprise to the upside as well, with employment change coming in at 26.2 versus 10.2, unemployment rate dropping by 0.1. Alright, followed by pound retail sales coming in way better as well, 1.4% as compared to the 0.1%. Alright, so the key here is this data are factoring the Brexit as well. So we can see that the economy of UK is pretty resilient as of fundamental perspective, alright, simply basing on the economic data itself. The only concern over here for last week is really on Canadian side. Right, core CPI coming in at 0% as expected, but if you look at the core retail sales and CPI is pretty bad. Alright, both we are seeing negative side of it. Alright, so these are some of the quick recap as to what happened in terms of the economic data as of last week. But moving forward, for the week that's coming, the first key data that is coming in that's pretty important will be on Tuesday, alright, where BOJ Kuroda will be speaking. This will be key because whatever he say will be crucial, because we have seen yen strengthen in recent weeks, and that wouldn't be something that BOJ would like to see, alright, especially for dollar yen. Price did test below 100 for last week, and then it rebound back, alright, but we are still pretty low in terms of near to the 100 price level. Alright, so this data, I won't say this data, this events coming in on Tuesday will be key to monitor on. Right, later part of the Tuesday we have several Euro PMI coming in as well. Right, this will be key to see if this PMI's release will continue to support the strength of Euro itself. Alright, following it on Thursday, we have German business climate. Not one of the most important data to look out for, but definitely is gonna impact the Euro market. Alright, on Friday itself, we do have some data coming in as well. Tokyo CPI, pound estimates GDP, as well as dollar prelim GDP. Right, but of course Friday the focus will be on Fed Chair Yellen speaking. Right, whether she'll drop any hint as to if the 2016 rate hike is still alive. Right, so these are some of the events to take note for next week. It will be, to my prediction, not a very eventful kind of week, alright, if you compare in relation to last week itself. But having said that, there are still market opportunities that you can take even without much event taking place in the data side. Alright, so let's jump into some of the charts to look out for. The first one to look at is definitely the index market. Alright, we'd like to see how the equities side of the market is performing. Alright, S&P is still at all-time high. Alright, we wouldn't recommend any investors or traders to jump into the market right now, especially for S&P. Our own expectation is for market to retrace back to the previous demand support level around the 2100. Alright, only then you look for any potential long opportunity. Alright, of course this has to come in with very nice price action, because this, you have to factor in that the end of this year we have the US election. Right, we never know what will happen to the S&P market. The next, of course, is the German DAX. Alright, as analyzed the previous week, this is a key resistance area, and we see a nice daily pin and price fall after that. Alright, so as of now, what we are expecting is to see some support coming in at this region. Alright, between the 10,300 as well as the 10,450. Alright, so if price retrace further dip down and we see a nice rejection upwards, we can go for a long opportunity back towards the weekly resistance. Alright, for Hang Seng, we have another nice rejection of the supply level. Alright, we do expect price to fall from current price towards back to the previous support level around the 21,600. Around this region. Alright, it's a wide region. Alright, so what we expect is if price comes back down towards this region, we'd like to see a nice price action, and we are expecting price to rally from here, right, the previous support level. For Nikkei, basically price is currently at no man's land, alright, in between the resistance and the support level. Of course, with Tuesday Kuroda speaking, alright, is gonna move the Nikkei index. If price drop below, alright, further below towards the support level, do look out for a price action, right, in support of a bounce, for a long opportunity. Of if price goes back up towards the weekly resistance, look for any opportunities to short the market. But as of now, it's a wait and see game, alright, because currently price is currently in the middle of both resistance and support, so nothing much for the Nikkei itself. Let's go over to the commodities market. Alright, for gold itself, we do have some interesting setup. The first one, of course, what we are looking right now is price currently is in the consolidation zone. Alright, the first area of interest will be back at the support level, coming in with a confluence of 50% Fibonacci level at the 1314 region. Alright, of course, if price breach this area, we have a next support level with a confluence of a bad pattern completing at the 1266 region. Alright, so in terms of this, overall it's still in an uptrend. Alright, so any downwards move will be an opportunity to long into the gold futures market. Very similar is on the silver market. Alright, we do have a divergence completed. With this price action coming in, we do expect this demand zone to be breached next week. Support coming in at this 18 level, okay, which is also a nice opportunity to long the market going into next week itself, should price drop towards this support level. Alright, so look out for this region, 1800s. The next one will be on crude oil. Okay, we did see a strong rally for the past 2 weeks. We do expect price to retest this supply zone. Alright, as of now, there's not much of a clear opportunities as if whether we can short this market or long this market. Alright, so recommendation is to wait for clearer signals to play out this oil market itself. Let's jump to the Forex market. Alright, the first one we like to look out for is the VIX. Currently, VIX is trading at 11.34, way below market risk level, signifying that we are still in a very strong risk-on environment. Alright, looking at dollar index, we do see a sell-off in the dollar last week. Alright, some key areas to play out is if price retrace and drop further. If price drop further towards the demand zone around the 93.50 level, we do have a confluence of a completion of a bad pattern. Alright, potential long opportunity for the dollar index. Right, so let's jump into some of the key currency pairs to look out for. The first one is Euro Dollar. This is on the daily time frame. We do see some nice rejection up here at the 1160s. 1.1360s. Alright, we do have a completion of the bad pattern. We do see some nice reaction forming. Alright, for those who are very aggressive, you can short the market targeting at the previous support level at 1.1155 as well as further below. Alright, but if price rally further upwards, we do have a cipher pattern forming. Completion is at 1.1465. Alright, what we are seeing over here is currently in a very wide range. Alright, there's no clear indication as to whether the euro dollar is trending upwards or downwards. Alright, and when price is currently in a range, we do trade according to it as well. Alright, and that's where you see a lot of this advanced price patterns forming. Next up, we have pound dollar. Nothing much is happening. Alright, price is still currently trading within this huge range. With the upper boundary at 1.3415, with the lower bound at 1.2950. Right, so in terms of fundamental for the pound dollar, we are overall bearish on pound. Alright, so any upside potential upwards movement will be a better price for us to look for shorting opportunities. Alright, but as of now, price is trading in between these two range. Nothing much that we'd like to take advantage on. Dollar yen, alright, what we are looking now is, as I mentioned earlier, okay, price is currently trading very close to the 100 psychological level, in confluence with a demand zone in the past. Alright, so if price breach below this demand zone of 98.50, right, actually below 99, we might see a further and very strong sell-off towards 95 or even lower. But having said that, we do expect Kuroda to come in to weaken the yen, right? Because fundamentally a strong Japanese yen is not in favor for the Japan economy itself. So having said that, technical analysis wise, we do expect price to bounce off from this demand zone. Minimum take profit level will be around the 106 region, alright, with a stop loss just below this. So simply looking at the risk to reward of this potential setup is a very decent trade idea. Alright, Aussie dollar. Price came short of our completion of the supply zone, and we see nice rejection of it, not once but two times over the period of last week itself. Right, so as of now, we do see some nice bearish momentum for this currency pair, but nothing much at which there's an immediate action or trade that you can take. Alright, so as of this Aussie dollar, we just have to wait for clearest indication. The last one for this video I'd like to share with you is the dollar Canadian. Alright, if you look at this, it's a very nice consolidation, right? Triangle pattern, and price broke below it last week. Alright, and then what we are waiting for right now is this bearish momentum has been confirmed. So what we are waiting for is for price to retrace back towards the resistance area around the 1.3125 and look for a short opportunity towards the previous low at 1.2515. Alright, so these are some of the setups and market analysis that I would like to share with you. If you like this kind of video, alright, do subscribe to our channel and do drop us some comment as to how and what we can include to better assist you in your trading. Other than that, I'll look forward to seeing you next week again. And till then, trade according to your plan and manage your risk well. I'll see you.